Hey y'all, hey. I'm just watching. I see this pop-up Stream Elements. I know I did it's another little app for live streaming, but I don't know what that means. If y'all can hear me in the chat, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Do I sound low? Do I sound clear? Do I sound loud? I got my headsets on and they hear everything. Like everything I do it, they hear. If you guys can hear me, put a thumbs up in the chat for me. Hey, Knee Deep, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me before I go on. If you can hear me, welcome, welcome, welcome. I know y'all looking at the screen and want to know who the hell is this? Who the hell is this on the screen? Hey, Jessica. Hey, Tender T. Hey, Rachel Ray. Hey, Cassandra. Hey, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. All right, Cassandra, thank you, because I'm like, I hope everybody can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, y'all, I do have a story that I want to talk about. And the story is here in Missouri. And when I tell you, when I laid eyes on it and I saw it, it kind of threw me back. Hey, Trina. But before we get into this story, did y'all see Amora and the crew? Did you all see those beautiful ladies? I don't know if Amora is still on. I just know all of a sudden the live went down, so I don't know if it came back up. She was over at the food trucks, and then all of a sudden it just went down. The video just went down. Thank you so much, DD, for sharing this live stream. Thank you. Hey, Jessica. Yes, they out there having some fun, some real fun. You hear me? Every time I see them go, I be like, oh man, I should have went. 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 Every time I see them out, I say the same thing. Like I need to stop that for real and get with it. Get with it. And I saw a live stream that Break Room did uh before earlier today. I caught a replay on it, and wasn't she lovely in her purple? Wasn't she pretty in her purple and her pretty hair? Like I love to see that. And then just to see the ladies interacting not too long ago. Like I love to see that. I love to see that. Rachel Ray, thank you. If you can't do a super chat, yes, I do take Cash App. The Cash App name is going across the screen. I appreciate it. Anything I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, Nidhi. Yes, yes. I'm gonna get into it in a hot second. Like when I saw this video, I'm like, this man. And then to read some of the comments that they were talking, saying under, news stations and You know, people that had their opinions about stuff was just ridiculous. It was wild. Like I had to come on here and talk about that. But I wanted to talk about, Amora, them and their trip. Yep. And then I got some other stuff I want to talk about after this story, but I want you guys to look at some stuff about this story, and I want to get you guys' opinion about it because, like I say, separate eyes on situation can, mean a whole lot of difference, and other people's perspective of things do make a whole lot of difference because, baby, I promise you, the police wouldn't have been able to get to him fast enough if there was my child on that bus. Like he was dead ass wrong for what he did. He was dead ass wrong. I'm trying to wait till some more people come in here. I don't know if it's some other lives going on because I didn't really check because I was gonna go at 5 o'clock, but I did see that Amora was on when I was about to load up and come on, and so I just stopped and paused and looked at that for a minute, and I just continued to put up what I was gonna put up. Do you all know if anybody else is alive? Because I'm gonna get started in a minute. Hold on, y'all. Let me put my sign up. All right, y'all. I'm back. I just have to put you guys on mute when I get ready to type on this keypad because this joker is loud. And listening to myself yesterday, go back and listen. I was hearing it. I don't like that. That was kind of irritating to me. So whenever I am going to do something, I will put you guys on mute and I'll let you know because hearing the key punches, I ain't like that. Jessica, you said no, there's no more lives. Okay, cool. All right, so y'all, I want y'all to look at this video and tell me what y'all think about it because my opinion on it, and I want to give y'all a little background on it first about what this is about. Yeah, I want to give y'all a background on it first. And this guy name is Maurice, and he's from Missouri. And he got on a school bus with his six-year-old daughter to confront a bully, y'all. Like, can you imagine a grown man walking up on your child? Man. So they said when he got on the bus, he pushed past the driver and told his daughter to point out the little girl that had been bullying her. And when the daughter pointed out the little the other child, this man goes over there with his daughter and tell his daughter to punch the other child in the face. And then to make it even worse, y'all, he told her to keep on punching her, keep on punching the little girl in her face until the little girl started crying. Man, could y'all imagine that being y'all child? Hey, Rita. Could you imagine your child coming home from school, getting off the bus, coming in the house, and telling you that a grown man got on a bus with another child and told the child to punch you in the face? Now I haven't seen the other child face because the news ain't gonna let you see the kids. So I don't know if the other girl did damage to the other girl, you know, the other child or whatever. But if she constantly punching her in the face, you know what I'm saying? Like, then the little girl started crying. I know she probably done bruised the little girl up, you know, in the face or something. So just imagine your child come in and her face all bruised up and she crying, telling you that a grown man got on a bus and had another child to punch you in your face until you started crying. When I tell y'all, this like threw me back so far because as a parent, and then what was the school bus driver doing when this was going on? Like, where's the protection for the damn kids? Did he call the police? See, I'm still gathering information on this story, y'all. So bear with me. I'm still gathering information on this story. I got a couple of clips that I want y'all to see. But this is here in Missouri, and I think it's in Ferguson, here in Missouri, and one of the counties in Missouri. And this story just took me, you know, it just took me, and I just couldn't believe what I was hearing, you know, a grown person getting involved with some kid situation. And I don't know if the other little girl had been bullying his daughter, because they haven't, all the stories haven't came out yet, you know. And I really frankly, you know, if the other little girl was bullying his daughter, that still don't excuse him for getting on that bus and doing what he was doing. So regardless of what the situation was between the little girls, this motherfucker was wrong. Like, you dead ass wrong. You know, so whew, y'all give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm put y'all on mute while I pull it up.
For a man accused of forcing his way onto a Ferguson Florissant school bus and telling his daughter to beat up another student. Thanks for joining us, everyone, at 5. I'm Robert Townsend. Let's get right over to 5 on your sides. Brent Solomon with the latest in this startling case. So, Brent, tell us what you've learned.
All right, Robert, let me fill you in here. Surveillance video captured the entire ordeal. That father ordering his 6-year-old daughter to throw blows, telling her, quote, "Do what I told you to do." This happened Thursday morning near Lee Hamilton Elementary School in Ferguson when the 64-year-old bus driver tried to stop it. Court documents say that 36-year-old father, Maurice Fox, pushed the driver's arm away. That's when authorities say his daughter identified a 7-year-old student just before he commanded her to attack. Documents say she began punching the student in the head, and police say Fox directed her to keep going before he eventually left. St. Louis County prosecutors are now charging Fox with 4 misdemeanor counts, including trespassing and assault on a school bus. We're hearing from Ferguson Florissant Schools about this, a spokesperson saying school buses are an extension of the school campus. Trespassing on a school bus and engaging in the behavior described in this incident are completely unacceptable. The school district says it is cooperating with police. They say they won't tolerate behavior that compromises student safety. Authorities say the suspect has prior convictions. Once in custody, he will face a $100,000 bond.
Right now, a warrant.
Yeah, y'all heard that shit. Were y'all able to hear the video? Did y'all hear the video? Did y'all hear that video? Y'all kind of quiet down there. Did y'all hear the video? Hey, that girl. He said he was definitely wrong, but I hate bullies, so I wouldn't talk. I would have taught my daughter to do it without me having to get on the bus. I taught my kids not to start nothing but defend themselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. And see, that's what make me kind of so mad at the whole situation because who do that? Like who do that shit? Hey, Miss Brooklyn girl. Hey, Jessica. Like who do that? Like, okay, you'll probably say, okay, go back tomorrow and beat that child ass. And then when the school call you or whatever, you be like acting like you don't know or whatever, like what happened or whatever. But you don't get your ass on the school bus. That's the problem with these and I'm sorry, I know we probably have some younger generation in the crowd or whatever on the chat in the chat, but these younger generation, and I ain't gonna say everywhere because I ain't been everywhere. So here, these younger generation, they want to be their kids' friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, who do that shit? Like, that is crazy. As a man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if the other child was a little boy or a little girl because they ain't really saying, but it really don't matter to me whether it was a little girl or a little boy. Why would you get your ass on that school bus and have your I wonder what the other kids was thinking when they saw this man get on the stage. I mean, not on the stage, get on this bus. Like what was they thinking? I wonder was they terrified. And from what I have read so far about the situation, see, is that he was arrested. Um no, let me take that back. He turned himself in. Yeah, that's what his punk ass did. He went and turned himself in, and they arrested him. But I think he turned himself in after a arrest warrant was issued for him. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure at this point. And plus, I'm gonna show y'all that there's some security cameras on the bus that the security cameras had caught his ass on the security cameras. Like, dude, like, was you on something that morning? Did somebody piss you off? You know what I'm saying? Yes, Jessica, that is crazy. That's crazy. So after they arrested him or he turned himself in or whatever, the arrest charges was he got 1 count of first degree harassment, 2 counts of assault in a 4th degree, and trespassing on a school bus. Okay. Like, I don't know what the harassment come in. two counts of assault in the 4th degree. So I wonder 2 counts of assault on the 4th degree. Yeah, I would have to look that up because, like you said, I don't deal with the laws. I really don't. I just don't. So I or ask my husband or whatever. He be knowing what all this stuff be meaning or whatever. But his ass need to be locked up because if he can't control himself about a child, he can't control his punk ass about a child. You know what I'm saying? So no telling what. Then again, he probably a punk ass, and that's probably why he messing with a motherfucking child. Miss Brooklyn, you said it's one thing to protect your daughter from a bully, but it's another to become a bully to a little kid. Right. Like, how you jump your ass up on this bus and pretty much I'm gonna let y'all see the video where he was talking. I just caught little clips of it from different stations. Hey, Faith 5 times. He should have just went to the school off. It's yes, it now see that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? If your child keep coming home getting bullied, because you don't want your child to be getting bullied. You don't like to see your child hurt. It's like somebody hurting them. You don't even like nobody say nothing to them out the way. So bullying is a whole nother, issue right there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your child going to school getting bullied while they trying to get a education. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the first thing I probably would have did either call the school or I would have went up to the school. I probably would have called the school first and had to talk with the principal, you know what I'm saying? Get some information from my child. What's the child name? What the child undid? When did they do it? You know what I'm saying? So when the principal asks me, I can have that shit already ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So they won't say nobody reached out to the principal once my kid whooped their ass, you know what I'm saying, for keep putting their hands on them. So then the second thing I would have had done was after the incident keep happening, I would have went up to the school. Then I would have asked for their child's parents to come up to the school, because obviously you ain't teaching your child at home to keep your hands to their damn self. So yeah, I want to talk to your mama at this point, your mama or your daddy at this point, so I can figure out what's good, because you're not going to keep putting your hands on my child. You know what I'm saying? If they watching you at home get your ass beat, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on that your child feel like they got to come to school and put their hands on my child? So yeah, then I would have went through those steps, but never would I have went on a school bus and did no shit like that. Never would have got on that school bus and did some shit like that to another little bitty ass child. I wonder how did that make him feel to stand over a child and put fur in a child? That's some weird, sick ass shit. Thank you, Lady J, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, y'all. That's some sick ass shit. I don't understand. If his kid was able to do all that, why did it take him? That's weird. That girl, I don't want to laugh about it. But you have to bring your child up here to fight back. You know what I'm saying? If somebody, that's why I said I don't know the whole situation, and I'm trying to figure out why he got harassment charges on him. See, it's something else to this story than just all what they putting out. You know what I'm saying? So where the harassment charges come in? If y'all know in the chat, let me know, because I don't see how the hell what harassment got to do with it. Because from what it looked like, he just got up on the bus and made his child hit the other child. Excuse me, y'all. Made him hit the other child. So where the harassment come in? Rachel, you think that bond gonna cost him $10K to get up out of there? It should be more. When you messing with my child like that, I just like I am a very protective mom. You know what I'm saying? Very, very protective over my kids. Very protective. Hey, anything is possible. Faith 5 times. This in Missouri. This in Ferguson, Missouri. This is in Ferguson, Missouri. My backyard. This is in my backyard, and this shit is crazy. Like, this shit is crazy. Ain't no way. That's kind of worse than you see these videos with women going to their kids' high school, and they got them on video, the mamas and everybody fighting, and the kids, everybody just in there fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can remember going to my daughter's school when they had situations at their school. Never did I want to go in there to put my hands on another child. Like, that didn't even cross my mind to go into a school where there's other kids at and to do harm to another child. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe talk to the child, maybe talk to the parents, see what's going on with them, what's their problem before my child really beat the hell out of them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe do that, try to do, because my kids like no, they didn't get bullied in school. Yeah, they didn't get bullied in school. They didn't. I feel sorry for the kids that do get bullied, but I always taught my daughters to keep their hands to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Don't put your hands on nobody. If somebody making you mad, learn how to go off on them. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to, go off on them so bad where they want to put their hands on you, and then their ass is gonna get in trouble for throwing the first lick at you. So my daughters, they was kind of slick, in school, so they knew how to get around getting in trouble in situations. It's bad to say, but they did. Yeah, Faith 5 times. That is crazy. That is crazy. Like it blew me away. I'm about to show y'all this other video clip. Hold on 1 second.
Missouri, who is now in jail after walking on a school bus and forcing his daughter to punch a little girl. 36-year-old Maurice Fox of Ferguson, Missouri, was caught on camera walking onto a school bus filled with small children and confronting a 7-year-old girl that he says was his daughter's bully. He told the little girl that she needs to stop putting his hands on her daughter or he's going to have to talk to her parents. And then he turned to his daughter and said, "Do what I told you to do."
Did y'all see that shit? Did y'all see that he told the little girl to do what I told you to do? So maybe that's the harassment part, because he stood over her and was talking shit to that little girl. Then he go and say, I think did he call her Momo? I don't know. Did he call her Momo? But he said, do what I told you to do. Like, could y'all imagine that being y'all child? Hey, Tender T. You said when my son was that age, I made him fight his bully because he wouldn't leave my child alone, even after meeting with the parents. Yeah, he probably need his ass kicked, But I just wouldn't go on no bus, And me personally, I don't know. I fought bullies before coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I really just don't know about going up on a bus and having my child punch another child in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course that child ain't gonna do nothing because it's a grown-up, and they afraid that if they punch back or defend themselves, the grown-up is gonna jump in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's another person hitting on them. So he should talk to her parents first. Yes, that's what he should have did, Jessica. He should have talked to those kids' parents, that child parents first before he did that bullshit.
His daughter began to punch the little girl in the head repeatedly in front of all the other little kids. Do what I told you to do. His daughter began to punch the little girl.
Y'all see her punch it? Hold on. Let me back it up a little bit. Hold on. Now it's kind of blurry in the back, so I guess so that, you know, they can protect the kid's identity because they're underage, so you can't really see it because it's a little blurry. But this right here looks like somebody with a book bag, look like a child. This could be a child right here. I think this is the child, y'all, and I think the other child sitting right there in the chair. I couldn't catch it fast enough. All right.
His daughter began to punch the little girl in the head repeatedly in front of all the other little kids. And when she finally stopped, he said, "Again, I want to cry. Again." After the
Wait a minute. Wait.
finally stopped, he said, "Again, I want to cry."
He said, y'all, he said again, I want her to cry. And he said it like 2 times to her. Like, again, y'all, I want her to. And it's not funny, y'all. It's not funny. It's just like, this motherfucker got the nerve to walk his ass up on this bus and have this, like, I really don't know what the other child did, but he is dead ass wrong. Like, he dead ass wrong.
After the physical confrontation, dad and daughter stepped off the bus, and then the surveillance footage of the incident was given to authorities. At that point, a warrant was issued for his arrest. After a week of looking for him, the Ferguson Police Department reported that he turned himself in. Maurice is facing multiple charges: first-degree harassment, assault, and trespassing on a school bus. He is now being held on a $100,000 bond.
Okay.
And now that his story has gone viral, Maurice set up a GoFundMe to help with his legal expenses, and people are donating.
Did this lady say this man has set up a GoFundMe to help with his legal expenses? She didn't say that, y'all. She didn't say that this man set up and made a GoFundMe to help out with his expenses. No, she didn't say that. And Rachel, you said 10K. No, they said 100K. 100K, Rachel, 100K. Tended to you said, no, I wouldn't go on a bus, but I sat in a car after school and watched it. Girl. You said not a motherfucking GoFundMe. Yes. This man had the nerve to make a GoFundMe for his legal. Like, dude, you was dead ass wrong. But like I said, you know, reading some of the stuff, some of the comments that people had started putting up about this man, you know, saying that he was in his right to do what he was doing. If his child was getting bullied for so long, you know, they were saying that, you know, people need to hear the whole story. You know, like, it was a lot of people saying, you know, a lot of people saying that he was dead ass wrong, but it was a lot of people saying that his ass that he was right, basically. You know what I'm saying? He was right for doing what he was doing and all that motherfucking bullshit. And like I said, no, the fuck he wasn't. You know, you don't go on no bus. You don't threaten no kids. You know what I'm saying? And then the bus driver, I think I heard them say he just pushed his arm or whatever on out the way. Like, get the fuck out the way. Get the fuck out the way while I go bully a child. I don't know, Rachel. I don't know. It didn't say 10% of 100K. So I don't know. I really don't know that part of it. But I am going to keep a close eye on seeing what come about with this situation, because like I said, the shit is sick. You know what I'm saying? The shit is sick. You know? So Before I move on, y'all, to this next situation, what y'all think in the chat? Miss Brooklyn, you say I know the kids on the bus are traumatized. Yes. Can you like if you was a kid, you know what? I bet they probably won't be bullying nobody. I bet that much. That's one thing I can bet you that they probably be scared to bully if they are bullies. You know what I'm saying? They probably be scared to bully anybody else, thinking that might be the same situation that happened to them. So yeah, they probably was traumatized. Probably didn't even want to get back on the school bus. Yeah, who protecting them? Somebody come up on that bus and you just push the damn bus driver on out the way. See, here in Missouri, they have like two people on a bus. And I forgot what one of the persons are called, but you have the bus driver, and I forget, and it's another person that sits on the bus with the bus driver here in Missouri. So I don't know if every state has that, I forgot what they call the person that sits on the sitter. I'm not sure what they call the person that sits on the bus with the bus driver, but it's two people on the bus, you know. So that it's just all around just sad. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought I'd bring this story to y'all and see what y'all thought about it, because once I started reading it, it kind of like threw me back, and I just put myself in that situation. Like, what if there was my child on that bus, and a grown man got on the bus and threatened my child, and then had his child to punch my child in the face? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's better ways to do stuff. It's better ways to do stuff. And then you want to be, when you want to be example for your kids, right? You want to be the type of person that they want to, not so much as look up to, but they see you move certain ways, because kids actually watch their parents. They watch their parents, and you don't know how much your kids watch you until they get grown. I promise you, y'all, you wouldn't know how much your child watches you until they get grown. You'll start seeing some little stuff that like, dang, dang, really? You will see them, in certain ways act like you in certain ways. So you have to really, when you have children, you have to really be mindful of how you move. You know what I'm saying? How you conduct yourself, and things you say and things you do. You have to really be mindful of that, because like, kids really watch what you do. Bus aid, right? That's right, Tender T. That's what it's called. It's called a bus aid. Rachel, you said no, his child probably can no longer ride the bus, and he looked like he don't have it. Look like he don't have a car, Rachel. I got a picture of hold on, y'all. See something. I think there we go. I wish I can get that picture side by side. But I don't care if y'all see who my friends is. Y'all my friends. That's probably y'all that y'all gonna see. Hold on, y'all. So the blue shirt is what he looked like now, and the red shirt is who he used to look like. And I don't mean to make fun of this guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't. But dude, you got something going on with you. You know what I'm saying? Look how he looked in the blue shirt to how he looked in the red shirt. The person in the red shirt Look like he wouldn't even do. Look like he's a sweet person. You know what I'm saying? But then you see this person in a blue shirt. Like, yeah, he did that shit. He definitely did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Lady D, Lady D. Yeah, I'm kicked back in my recliner with my legs up. So I really looking at the comments, but I'm just, chilling right now. So if I don't really speak when y'all come in, welcome in, welcome in. Miss Brooklyn girl, you said things could have turned out differently. What if the bully dad or family member came with a pew pew to find him? People need to check their pride and ego. Yes, absolutely. Like what if that child's parents uh get mad and come looking for you for putting you ain't put your hands on that child, but you sit there and made your child punch my child. Miss Brooklyn, you say he looked like he is ready to spaz out on somebody. He do in the blue shirt. That's like he ain't happy about something with his ass locked up. So maybe that's why he looked like that, because he looked stupid. But the person in the red, I mean, it's the same person, y'all, but the red shirt, Nike hoodie, looked like he a reasonable guy. You might can talk to him, you know what I'm saying, and get some communication going on and come to some conclusions, in the red shirt. But the little ninja in the blue shirt, you might have to come with your pew pew to a sit down with his ass. Rachel, you said I thought that too. This could have went totally different. Yeah. And it still might go totally different. You know what I'm saying? He might think it's all gravy when he get his ass up out of there. If he get up out of there, because I don't know if he do got 10% of that bond money, And if he get out here and think shit is sweet, that little girl got a daddy and a mama. You know what I'm saying? So some people ain't playing with you, and that's all I got to say about that. I might be the type that, might not, come and do something to you, or take the other route or whatever. But some people ain't playing with you. And that's the same, like I said, with that Ramika and Holly situation. You got some people like me that, ain't going to go to that extent with the situation. But you got some people that just ain't playing with you at all. They ain't going to play with you. They not going to play with you at all. So, yeah, y'all, that's pretty much what I had to talk to y'all about with this. I wanted to see what y'all thought, because my thoughts was all over the place when I heard this story. Like I'm like, what the fuck? It's bad enough you got your kids at school probably getting bullied, and then you got somebody parents coming on a bus telling them to punch your child. Like, come on, that. Come the fuck on. It's too much going on in these schools. It make you want to homeschool your goddamn child. If you ain't got nobody up in here, up in there, oh Lord forgive me, shooting up the school. Now you got this man coming up on a damn bus, making his child fight another child. In a minute, they gonna start making school, even public school, where you gonna have to start paying. And that's gonna be real fucked up when your kid got to pay to go to a public school. Like, ooh, y'all. Okay. So I'm gonna take this down, and I'm gonna bring up my next subject. that I want to talk about on this Friday. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Cabo. All right, y'all. Oh, good Lord. All right, y'all. So, mm, 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 mm. So this where I'm at with this situation right here. So I came across this today, and I don't even know when this post was made. I really don't, but I see it's on the LaTruth and a mirror page, a mirror show, or whatever the hell that is called. So I come across this today, and the first thing that I started doing is I just bust out and started laughing. I promise y'all, the first thing I did when I saw this motherfucking picture right here, baby, I started laughing my ass. I just bust out, started laughing. I'm like, man, this has got to be the dumbest. Like, damn, I know at a young age, y'all, we do some dumb ass shit, right? We do some dumb ass shit at a young age, we really do, and we learn from it, you know what I'm saying? Some of us learn from it, and we take that learning from us with, from that situation, and we, make, we try to not go through it again, you know what I'm saying? But this right here, the first thing that I did when I saw this was started laughing. And it's a cute picture. This is a cute picture, like the scenery and him got his hand on her head and she got her eyes closed, and he AI'ing it, because y'all know Robert don't look like this shit right there. Y'all know damn well Robert don't look like that shit. That whole side may be a whole AI filter with an AI. It's fucked up when you got a filter with a AI. That's a whole probably filter with an AI right there. But that's a cute picture. I like the way it is, the black and white or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a cute picture. If you didn't know these two people, you would say, "Wow, they look like a nice couple." If you didn't know the backstory of this, when you look at this picture, you would say that they look nice, a nice little couple. Forgive me, y'all. Like I said, when I looked at this picture, I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that. So of course, the first thing that I'm gonna do is laugh my ass off at this picture, because I don't see that. I don't see that at all. You know what I'm saying? And then when I read the capture of it, it says friendships require nurturing. Baby. Robert got this girl head gone, y'all. Like Robert, like y'all better be careful out there. When I tell you, Robert got this girl head gone, y'all. Like, Lord, Robert has this damn girl head gone. Right, anything possible. He's such a motherfucking clown. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. And it's to the point where the shit is just like funny. It's the shit like it's funny. Rachel said he will wear a new app out. Baby, I bet you Robert has so many subscriptions to different apps that do so much stuff, to you that it ain't funny. Exactly, Cowboy. I don't know what kind of friendship they have, but I have never done this with friends. But wait, y'all. This is the shit that Robert is telling her. You know what I'm saying? He filling her head up with shit, so he can do what he want to do on the side while he got her thinking, you know what I'm saying, that they friends and they building up a relationship to be, because I promise you, I bet you she already was in that part where she thought she was his girlfriend until he came out here and said what he said. Y'all remember because you remember when she told Miss Season, she was doing a live and Robert was in the live with her. And I think somebody in the live had said something about Miss Season, right? And so I think she told Robert that he better clear that shit up. If I'm your friend, I ain't gonna say no shit like that. Like, why I'm gonna say some shit like that? If I'm your friend, if we got a friendship and some woman get in your live and say something about Miss Season, pertaining to that's being your woman while you with me or anything like that, and she says to him, you need to clear that shit up. Now, I know I ain't the smartest one in the classroom. But when you think that it was something deeper going on, if she telling him he need to clear that shit up, why would you even say that? But he on the other end filling her head up with bullshit. And I think, at that time when that happened, you know what I'm saying? And, I feel like he how I want to see it. He started like pulling back from her. So, he can start filling in the gaps as if they just friends. And they're not in a relationship. The same shit he did to Miss Season. They not in a relationship. He needs time to heal from a divorce that's been almost 3 motherfucking years. But he probably told her that motherfucking shit. He ain't ready to be in no relationship. He just got out of a divorce. He's trying to get his child back. People on Facebook dragging him. He got cancer. His mama done died. Y'all know the routine. Hey, Jamaica. Y'all know the routine that this man probably laid down on her because he did the same thing to Miss Season. And so when I saw this picture, y'all, I just bust out and started laughing. It says friendships require nurturing, just as romantic relationships do. Romantic relationships do. So while you got friendships and romantic relationships in this, what was the purpose of you putting friendship and relationship together like that? Because this dumbass girl, I'm sorry, I don't really know her like that, Amira. I ain't gonna call out her name or anything like that. But she is sitting back, letting him fill her dumbass up with this type of shit. And that's why she coming out and saying it like that. Because, she don't want to be seen to which we already see. We already see it. You know what I'm saying? So we already see what's going on. But I guess you want to save face, you know what I'm saying, just in case he come back out here and say they just friends or whatever. But they fucking. They fucking. I promise you they fucking. Robert got this girl at home thinking that they building up on a relationship and that they need to move slow because he going through some things like he do like every relationship his narcissist ass get into. He's telling this girl that he is no, I ain't gonna say healing because this man think he don't have shit to heal from. So scratch that. Not healing, but he done went through some shit during his divorce, getting his baby, being able to see his baby, because he tell everybody Brianna didn't let him see his child. You know what I'm saying? He no telling what the fuck that he done set up her and told this girl. So she says friendship require nurturing just as romantic relationships do. A strong friendship relies on the pillars of a genuine desire for the other's highest good. She just be saying all type of shit, y'all. Let me get myself together, y'all. All right. So let me go back over that point. A strong friendship relies on the pillars of a genuine desire for the other's highest good, honesty, and a space for authentic expression. Really? They fix another's crown when they begin to tip. True partnership. Oh, Lord. Oh. Rachel, you say he again posted they were celebrating their fourth. Right. I saw that too, Rachel. I saw that too. Now I said, like, if y'all not in a relationship, why are you posting a 4-month anniversary? Who posts a 4-month friendship? That's what y'all know I trip over my words. I don't even care no more. But who celebrates a 4-month, what is called friendship? Who celebrates that? Like, who celebrate that they've been friends with somebody for 4 months? Facebook do. I guess I guess you can say Facebook do that type of shit. But who do that? Who do that? Yes. Trina, you said, what is wrong with these women going crazy over Girl, you gonna make tears come out my eyes. Trina, I have no idea. Like, I really don't. And I know some women, they say, well, he don't have to have a nice size penis or whatever, as long as he licking it good, then you know what I'm saying. But baby, you gotta be having something for me besides your tongue. And I promise you, and I don't mean to get graphic into that, baby, but you got you gotta do a little bit more for me than just some tongue action. I promise you. Like you gotta do a little bit more for me. Rachel, you said Cabo, she stay in his bed. Yeah, she was just they just was had a post up or a little skit or whatever in a bed, and you can see her whole backside. She didn't have no shirt on. You know what I'm saying? What friends do that? Even if you are doing a skit with somebody, even if you are doing content with somebody, I ain't finna be in a bed with them naked. Like, I'm not finna be in a bed with them naked. Partnership comes with relationships. It do. Partnerships do come with relationships. You build a partnership. So But what type of relationship are they in? That's my thing. What type of relationship are they in? In her eyes, she probably feel like she's building up a friendship with him to become his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? She probably thinks she gonna become the one. And she just don't understand. He's just using her right now. An in-between spot. Yes, Trina. He knows his people are slow and won't catch on. Man, look at her. I really can't believe how many people, how many women in this little uh sector or whatever that is slow like that. Like that shit is scary. Rachel, you said, Trina, I have a distant relative that is always complimenting his, and yeah, she is slow. Rachel, who your relative are always complimenting? Hey, Ranch. Yeah, yeah. So I just, I wasn't gonna make this live long. I didn't know what was going on in these YouTube streets. I know that Amora and them was out. Hey Sonya, I know Amora and them was out. You know what I'm saying? And I did, like I said, I did see a video with Break Room on there earlier, so I said I'll dive in her, and I'm probably gonna go live tomorrow. I try to see if I can get something out, and if I get an update on this story, if you guys want to know about it, about the guy, that got on the bus that we talked about earlier. I'm gonna try to see if I can find some more coverage. More coverage about that. But for the most part, I just wanted to come on here with y'all and share these two things today. Like I said, when I came across my Facebook, because I've been at work all day, and and I'm on a computer all day. So so when I get off, being on a computer, like, no, it's something that I just don't, don't be wanting to do. So if I was just gonna wait till tomorrow and come live, but I'm gonna come live tomorrow too to talk to y'all. So what y'all got planned for this weekend? What's y'all plans for the weekend? What y'all doing? What y'all getting into? What y'all getting into tonight? I know some of y'all probably just not getting off from work. But what y'all got plans? Anybody getting their grandbabies this weekend? Anybody going to any pumpkin patches this weekend? Halloween party, trick or treat parties? Need deep. Hey, you just laying around. Look, it's this new movie that's coming out on Netflix, y'all, and it's called House of Dynamite. Have anybody seen the reviews for House of Dynamite? I think is, I forgot his last name. Idris, Idris. I ain't even finna kill his name. Elba. That's what I think his name is. But I think he's playing in this movie called House of Dynamite that just came out today on Netflix. Knee Deep, you said it's supposed to storm here starting at midnight. Girl, I love me some rain. So I ain't even mad at that. It kind of shook me a little bit when we had that tornado here. It messed up a lot, and it kind of made me have what PSD, because every time it started raining, I just got nervous for some reason. I just got nervous. I started cutting off lights. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out where I'm gonna go to once it get too bad. What part of my house I'm gonna go into? So I started, just having what they call it, PTSD or something like that. But I love the rain. It's relaxing, you know. Rachel, girl, go on and put up that Christmas tree. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Go and put up that Christmas tree. Do you change the color of your Christmas tree every year? The little ornaments and whatever, or or do you save your ornaments every year? I kind of change mine up every year. So I haven't really thought about what color I want my ornaments and stuff to be this year. Last year everything matched the color of my majority of my house. I had it matched up with that, and it was pretty. Thank you, Sonia C, for the $5 super sticker. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Yeah, I did have a gold. I can't really see my gold on the StreamYard, but I did have a code for 10 super chats. Any amount, 199, 299, and I do appreciate those that have already bought them and support my channel. Thank you so much. Jamaica, you said on my way to tailgate at the, what is that? Beham Classic? What is that, Jamaica? I'm really not a football or anything like that. I don't watch stuff like that. But let me know where Beham Classic is. Oh, Rachel, I didn't think about that. You said so when you do switch up your ornaments on your tree, you donate the old ones to the Goodwill. Like that is a good idea. Now I have donated clothes. I have donated clothes to the Goodwill, brand new clothes with tags on it. I would tell y'all why, but the people probably will figure who I am if I do that. But I have donated clothes to the Goodwill. And we have this one store here called Half and Half. I have donated clothes to them. Um, it's a couple of more places. I can't remember their names, but yeah, I donate stuff too. But I didn't think about that with the ornaments because girl, I just throw them suckers in the trash can. I promise you I do. And I remember one year I just put the whole trash bag over the damn Christmas tree. I just put the whole damn bag over the Christmas tree, a whole damn bag on the top part of the Christmas tree, took the little thing under it and put that on the bag, just threw the bug in the trash can. Like I didn't think about that would be nice to donate to somebody, a Christmas tree with some ornaments on it already. I do have ornaments that I have saved during the year. People gave me ornaments with my daughter's picture in it. You know what I'm saying? I got ornaments like that and angel ornaments, ornaments that my grandbabies put on a tree. So I do have a special place for them to go. But the rest of the tree, girl, I throw that tree in the trash can and give me a new one. I do it every year. Faith, 5 times you say, hey, does anybody here have bug out bags? What is that, Faith, 5 times? Jamaica, I will. I'm not staying long. My family is set up out there. My daughter goes to Alabama AM. So I'm just showing my face. Okay. Jamaica, so is that like football? Sonya, you say two clowns. Yes, girl. Two clowns, baby. Two clowns. This is two clowns right here. Like I said, I do not be wanting to call her out her name because You know, I still see her as a young lady, you know what I'm saying, with a lot to learn. But, you know, some people just don't seem like they are teachable. And she seemed like she is the type that's not teachable, because she seemed like she thinks she know everything. Like she really do. She really do. And when she talk, like the things that she say, it don't line up. This shit just not lining up. I really don't understand, because the shit don't be lining up. Jamaica, I want you to tell me what is that football, girl? Forgive my ignorance, but I don't really keep track of stuff like that. You know, I did tell my husband though that I wanted to go to a battle of the bands, and that's because it looked so fun when Amora and Jay went that one time, that I said I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? I like the drums, I like the bands, you know what I'm saying? I was a cheerleader in middle school and part of high school. So, you know, I I walked the parade, you know, the parade we have here in St. Louis every year in May. So I do like Battle of the Bands, but I'm not a football fan at all. Thanks, Shamika, for the $2. But girl, I need you to tell me what it is. Faith 5 times. She said a bag ready to go for emergencies with all the essentials needed. A change of clothes, emergency food. Okay, yeah, okay. I didn't know what they call. I do have that. I do have one of them that I prepare for the winter and the summertime. For the wintertime, I get blankets and all type of stuff that I would need in case I got stuck in my car. You know, I even got me some jumping cables that plugs up for my car. Like, yeah, I do, but I do have roadside assistance too through my insurance and AAA. So I have double roadside assistance, but you know, you have to wait for them to get to you. So yeah, I do feel you with that. In the summertime, I get different stuff to put in there for the summertime as well, and I do change that out. But that is very important to have in your car, or just to have for emergencies. You know, in case you got to leave your house or something like that. Oh, okay, Rachel, you said you looked it up. It's like a survival bag for the family. Okay. Faith 5 times. That's a good idea. You need a do you got a YouTube channel? Well, I know you have a YouTube because you're on here, but do you how do you operate your YouTube channel? Because I think that would be a good topic to have on there for people showing the things they need to have in case of emergency, and not just for an individual but for a family. That would be a good topic right there. Yeah, Rachel, that really is that is a good topic for you to have if you do have a YouTube channel. You know, what would you have in an emergency for a family? You know, so yeah, even some canned goods and things that you can plant. You know, fruits and vegetables that you can plant in case of an emergency. You know, and I know they do have them emergency that emergency food, you know, the emergency food like the people in the army and stuff be having, you know, when they out for. So that'd be a good topic right there. Faith 5 times. Oh, okay. You said yes, I have kids and I'm always thinking of ways to keep them safe. That's good. Oh, that's a good mom. You're supposed to. Yeah, you should get you should think about that, Faith 5 times. I know maybe you don't like to be on camera because I'm not a camera person either, you know, and I'm not a talking person either. And I was just thinking about that, honey. Going on a vacation with a more with them, my little butt be sitting down somewhere, you know, not talking. They'd be like, hey, send Dad's ass back where she came from if she don't wanna be talking and shit like that. I'm a real quiet person, you know. Hey, Dwight. Rachel, you said Mr.'s Meals Ready to Eat. What is that? MRES Meals Ready to Eat. Hey, Carla. Hey to you all that's just coming in. If you guys can do me a favor and go out and hit the thumbs up button, I really would appreciate it. And hype this live up. If you have an option to do so, would you please hype this live up for me? Hype this live up for me. Hey, she be super. I ain't see you slide in her. Yeah, I didn't see you slide in here. I just came live for a minute, Like I said, I'm gonna dip in and out. Hey, Nisi. Yeah, I'm just going up the comments in case I missed anybody. Rachel, you said there are the military meals they gave. Oh, you saying what I asked you what that was, and that is the military meals that they gave us when we were in training. Oh, okay, Rachel. One day you're gonna have to come up on a panel and tell us about your military days. Jamaica, you said I'm not a football fan either, just showing support to Alabama colleges, Alabama AE, and I can't even Alabama A&M and Alabama State battle in football as well as bands. Ooh, it's been going on for 85 years with a parade and all on Saturday. Oh, that sounds like fun. See, stuff like that I probably can go to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the bands going, the battle with the bands going. Like, yeah, I probably wouldn't even be paying too much attention to the football. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Football to me is just not my sport. I can watch some basketball every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really not too much of a fan of basketball like I was back in the day with Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, you know what I'm saying, when they was, out there. But football, I can't even understand it. Faith, 5 times she said, Rachel, I have more dehydrated food than I do groceries. Okay. So when you say dehydrated, do you mean like liquid foods? Rachel, I have more dehydrated food than I do have groceries. Okay. All right, y'all. I just wanted to come on here for a minute and chop it up with y'all for a minute. I should have waited a little later until people got off from work. But I don't know if I said hey to Jessica, but I'm just not seeing you at the top. Nisi, you said football is my favorite. I love this time of the year. College football, girl. Mm, 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 mm. I said that I might come later, but once I remove this computer from out in front of my doggone eyes, girl, I don't know. I don't know. because it's gonna feel like right now I feel like I'm still at work a little bit. Today I work from home. I work from home a couple of days out of the week. And I go into the office a couple of days of the week. And even though I like working, I think it's called hybrid. Even though I like working from home, it'd be good sometimes for me to get out. You know what I'm saying? Get out and get some fresh air. So today was my work home. I get to pick the days of the week I want to go to work, what days I want to work out of the week. You know what I'm saying? So I get to pick 1 or 2 days out the week just to go in the office or whatever. But sometimes I probably will go more than 2 or 3 days out the week. Depending on how I feel. But yeah, sitting in front of this computer these many hours, and then after work, I be having to give my eyes a break. I have to give my eyes a break. So I may not, to answer your question, Faith, 5 times, I may not come back later, but I am going to try to come back tomorrow. Maybe try to dip in real quick while people doing other things. And if it ain't lives going on. Because shit, break room, baby. Break room. I knew she was gonna go live. Like shit, break room went live. Like I was so surprised to see. But they look so good. They look so like they really enjoy. Well, they are enjoying themselves, And like I said, every time I do see them out, I say, dang, I kick myself like, shoot, I should have went. Shoot. But see, I'm the type that don't want to be on be on our cameras and stuff like that. How many of y'all planning to go on to the next trip, the sisterhood trip? Are any of you guys going on the next sisterhood trip, or planning on going, or want to go? And I think I'm not for sure. I know one in Panama that they are going to, and then I think it's another one in Houston, in Texas, that they're going to. Yes, Rachel, a bunch of beautiful women. Yes. Yeah, Faith. Yeah. I won't just pop in. I'll put up something, just letting everybody know that I'm gonna go before I come back on. Rachel, you going on the Panama trip? Okay. Yeah, I did. I said this was gonna be the year, but too much things have been happening, and y'all, I ain't gonna even front with y'all. I'm a little leery about a plane, you know what I'm saying? At this time, I'm a little leery about a plane, you know what I'm saying? But I won't let that stop me from doing something I want to do, because I done been on a plane several times, and every time I feel the same way. You know how you go on a plane, the first time, you a little scared on the first time, but then you go a couple of more times and then you kind of loosen up. No, I don't never loosen up, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Soon as I get to walking on the while I'm there in the airport looking out the window, my brain is just all over the place. What if, what if, what if? You can't live your life like that. You cannot live your life being afraid to do stuff. And I think that's the reason why I actually started getting on a plane, because like I'm like a little daredevil. Like, I dare myself to do something that I have never done before. Just, so if I'm afraid of something, I can just get over that hurdle in life. So no, nothing's gonna stop me. I might have thoughts of stuff, but nothing is going to stop me from doing anything that I want to do. Especially when I know everybody's life is in God's hands. So we don't, pick and choose when it's time for us to leave this world. So I would not let nothing make me be scared to do anything. I might be scared to get on that mug, but I'll be scared getting on that mug. Praying all the way wherever I'm going, like, Lord, please don't let this be the last time. I got shit to do. Lord, please don't take me this time. And I hope y'all have fun in Panama? Panama? Yeah, I hope you guys, I know Amori said that she and Jay might be moving out there, So I hope you guys have a blast of a time while y'all are out in Panama. It seems like they are having so much fun right now. Like, Did y'all see Miss Shine? Did y'all see Miss Shine? Like, baby, she giving body. Miss Shine is a beautiful woman. All of them are beautiful ladies. But Miss Shine, baby, Callie, baby, Miss Shine look good. Miss Shine is a beautiful woman. They was out there around all those food trucks. I got a feeling Miss Amora and them, they gonna go back live, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna be too bored tonight. I got a feeling somebody, break room, somebody, they gonna go live tonight. I promise you, they can't stay away. When Amora on up there on her panel counting on her damn fingers, I'm gonna be gone. I ain't gonna do no live. What she say? I ain't gonna do no live Friday. I ain't gonna do no live Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh, wait a minute. You gotta think about this shit. Oh, wait a minute. No, she ain't gonna be gone that damn long. She probably come live on Monday, eyes half open on live. She be super. You said, I served 24 years in the Air Force, travel the world, and my body has a reaction every time. I've passed out many times. Ooh, girl, vomit on food courts, had to use oxygen tanks. They had to do an emergency landing. Girl, I don't mean to laugh at you, and I'm sorry, but that's too much. That's too much. That is absolutely too much to have to go through every time you get on a damn plane. Girl, you said I vomited on the food court. Had to use oxygen tank. Oh my God. And they had to do emergency landing. Like, girl, your ass. God damn. Oh, girl. You right about that, baby. Your body didn't like them motherfucking planes at all. Hey, self-love. Yes, she be super. That's too much, girl. Now, see, I don't do all that. Oh, Carla, you said every time the camera came on, Callie was in the chair. Girl, I bet he was. Look at Sean fine ass. I bet he was. Just a smiling. I bet he was in that chair smiling from ear to ear. Girl, shit. Miss Sean is cute on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Without a filter. So you know she cute. Baby, look at her. And break room, look cute cell, baby. She's so unique. Like the break room is so unique. Like she is just so unique. And she's so cute. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember we used to, back in the Le True saga, we used to go at it on break room. But I used to say to myself, but she cute. She cute though. Like I couldn't help it but to smile when I said something about her, because she, even though all that we said, and she still is cute. You know what I'm saying? Like she cute. You said all kind of crazy incidents on planes for me, girl. Girl, when you said vomit in the food court, needed an oxygen tank, girl, I'm not finna sit up there now and need no damn oxygen tank to go on no plane. That's just not gonna happen. Now it got that damn serious with me. No, I might had a little anxiety, you know what I'm saying? A little anxiety, so I probably had to take me one of them Xannies, you know what I'm saying, to calm me down for a minute. Take one of them Xanny boys for a minute to calm me down. But baby needing the oxygen tank, you talking about that's oxygen. That's brain flow. That's I wouldn't have did it if I felt that bad. That's too damn much right there. Hold on, y'all, for a little second. I'm getting a call. All right, y'all. She be super, you said, but I'm not scared to fly. My body just reacts, girl. If something is reacting, something telling you don't get on that damn plane. Oh, there your oxygen level and shit all low, girl. Shit, that's dangerous to be. Got to need a whole oxygen tank just to get on a damn plane, girl. Hell no, baby, that's too much. That's too much playing right there. I wanted to ask y'all something. How many of you guys are either perimenopausal or are actually in menopause? I know a lot of people don't like to speak on it, and I did, hear a little bit of More Alive at the, kind of towards the end when they were talking about the hot flashes. How many of you guys? I'm 50 and I just turned 50. So I have been going through perimenopause ever since I want to say, in my late 30s, early 40s. It's been a while, you know, that I have been going through perimenopause. And I just want to say that this shit ain't no joke. And if you're not strong, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have that get up and go mentality, or let me push through this, I'm gonna push through this, man, it will eat you alive. It will eat you alive, because when I tell you every day it is something, every day it is something. And the one thing that's about being in perimenopause, the shit goes into a circle. You might have this symptom for about 2 or 3 weeks. Then that might go away. Then you might get another symptom for another 2 or 3 weeks. Then that might go away, and the symptoms really, really hit you when you are skipping your periods. When you get to the stage where that your periods are skipping months, sometimes 2 and 3 months, in between those stages of you skipping, you start getting all these fucking symptoms, y'all. When I tell you, it's from hot flashes, heart palpitation, body aches, memory loss, head fog. It's such a wide um it's such a long list of symptoms that you get. It's ridiculous. Anxiety, you will get anxiety. You ain't gonna even know where it's coming from. Even if you never had it before, it will scare you so bad that you will run to the emergency room every time one comes on. Your blood pressure goes up for some reason. You start getting high cholesterol. When I tell you every couple of weeks it's a different symptom, and the doctors that you go to, they'll sit up there and tell you, well, you need to stop eating this. You need to start eating more of this. You need to stop, because they don't really know about perimenopause, heartburn, and indigestion. Girl, Nisi, man, look at her. When I tell you that indigestion wasn't no joke and that heartburn wasn't no joke, and it still comes back and forth. I might not have it for a week or two or a couple of months, but it keeps coming back and forth. When I started getting indigestion, I thought I had acid reflux, and my doctor did too. Because the first thing that his ass wanted to do was prescribe me some medication for acid reflux. And I'm like, no, I really don't think I got acid reflexes, but when you got acid reflexes, it feel like your food haven't all the way went down, it's stuck in your throat. Like anything that like milk and cheese and ketchup, you can't eat none of that when you're in that part. You cannot eat none of that. So when I was thinking I had indigestion, this one person told me, she was like, drink you some coconut water. Drink you some coconut water and it will balance out the pH balance in your gut. And it helps your acid levels, your stomach build up acid levels. It will help out with that and put it back on track for you. And then, it might go away. And I'm like, I don't want no damn coconut water. Like, what the hell? Some coconut water? No, I don't want no damn coconut water. I like plain water. If it's not water, give me a soda or something like that, or give me some juice or something. I don't want no damn coconut water, So I said, it's a store in my city that's real cheap, a Dollar General or whatever, and they carry this coconut water in a can. So I got me like about 5 of them coconut waters, and I put them into the refrigerator. Miss Rachel, you said I use ginger chews when my food is just sitting in my esophagus. Yes, and that's what it feels like. No movement of the food at all. Those probiotics, they make me feel sick. I don't know what it is about them, but I done went through several brands of the probiotics, and it makes me feel even more sicker. And I don't know why that is, But yeah, I started drinking the coconut water, and as soon as I started feeling it, like the food wasn't moving, it was getting caught up in my throat. I just felt strange when I ate certain things or whatever, nauseous, And I started drinking this coconut water, and it helped. It worked. The doctor had wrote me a prescription, you know what I'm saying? I went and got the prescription, the shit sitting in the medicine drawer with the rest of the shit. And I started drinking the coconut water, and the shit went away. The shit, my doctor done made me an appointment at the GI clinic. Like, we gave me a referral to go to GI and all type of shit. Talking about I might need to get what they call it when they put the thing down your throat, or what, the camera down your throat. I probably would have to get that or whatever. And I'm like, we're not finna do that. We not finna do that. We finna, see what else we can be done before we go to that extent. Because I'm not for surgery. I'm not a surgery person. I'm not finna sit up and get no necessary surgery unless it's life or death situation. So yeah, I drank that coconut water and things started to go back right. Go back right for us that part of perimenopause. Nisa, you said corn and rice. I ain't a corn eater. She be super. You said not yet. I turned 47 over the summer. Okay. Well, watch out. Some people don't even go through menopause, like some people don't even go through menopause, and I think the reason why I went into perimenopause so early is because after my last child, I got a tubal ligation, so, and I think that threw me into early perimenopause. Yeah, I think that did it right there. That threw me in perimenopause. Faith 5 times. She said, I am 45. Nisi, I'm postmenopausal. Oh my girl, oh my God, like you got to be strong, babe. You have to be strong, and you have to, like I said, you have to be the type of person that, what I'm saying, don't like everything, every little pain, every symptom, what I'm saying. That's why it's good to know about perimenopause and being in full menopause. It's good to know those symptoms, and I wish somebody would have told me before I got into menopause, because like I said, I was the one that was going to the emergency room. Probably, I think I went to the emergency room on was it New Year's Day? Like I was at the emergency room. I was having anxiety so bad that it was turning into panic attacks, full-blown panic attacks. And my blood pressure would shoot up so high, And then when I get to the emergency room, they'll run all these tests and all this other type of shit. And my blood pressure started going down. And I'm like, well, what the hell? And at one time I went, my potassium had got really, really low. Because, when you start getting into perimenopause, you start losing, I don't know why, your electrolytes. You need to always get labs done, because some of the symptoms that you have in perimenopause or menopause, it be imbalance of your potassium, magnesium, your vitamin D, your iron. It's off balance, or you might be a little below. You might be below the normal range, and probably need to take a vitamin. And some of those symptoms that you having during menopause or perimenopause, they'll go away. And that's what I want to tell you about CMOS. I do, after finding out what my symptoms was, and after going to get labs, and what I'm saying, I had got me one of those specialist doctors that deal with hormones and all this shit, paying all this money and shit, trying to figure out what's wrong with me or whatever. I started taking CMOS, and I have to stop and take breaks from doing CMOS because one thing about it, CMOS has zinc in it, it has copper in it, and those are the things right there that you don't want to have too much of in your system, and it will build up if you take in CMOS every day. So you have to stop taking it for a while, because those vitamins, and I think it has like 92 vitamins and minerals in this one pill. And each vitamin that's in this pill is not a everyday recommendation. It's not an everyday recommendation that you should take. It's lower than that, and some people take additional vitamins with it, but CMOS will put you where you need to be, because it has magnesium in it, it has potassium in it. Like I said, it has copper, it has zinc, it has vitamin D, it has iron in it, vitamin K. It has multiple vitamin B's in it. It just has everything in it, and you'd be surprised that it will help some of your menopause symptoms go away. Like I I have taken it I started back taking it like about 5 days ago. And like I have to stop because I can tell when it started building up in my system. I have to I take a break every so often from taking a CMOS. So that's one thing I want to tell you ladies, that if you know somebody that's selling CMOS, try to get with them. And I know they do have the tablets. They have the gummy bears, they have the little sauce in the jars or whatever. And I really just get the tablets because I can't imagine the shit I don't think it tastes so good. So really taking a spoonful of it a day, I don't think I would want to do that. So I'm the type that want to pop a pill and get it, on out the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Nisa, you have hip pain, shoulder pain. Yes, girl. Man, when I tell you perimenopause, you got to be strong, y'all. You have to be the type that, because every day I wake up, it's probably something, maybe I got brain fog, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I feel a little woozy, maybe I feel a little dizzy, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you feel nauseous, and it goes like this. You'll start having you start feeling kind of lightheaded. Then you start and this is all that's happening at one time. You start feeling a little lightheaded, a little off balance a little bit. Then you start feeling really, really nauseous. Then your body temperature just go to hell. It just goes to hell, ladies, to hell. You start sweating. You will produce sweat on your body that never you really tripped off of being sweaty. I promise you. Like, you can take your hand and wipe the sweat off the back of your neck and look at the water come off your neck. And I tell you, oh Lord Jesus, perimenopause and menopause is no joke, ladies. Yes, Rachel, you said the digestive issues is something I have, and it could very much be that your pH numbers are off and the acid in your stomach, yeah. And like I said, coconut water will put it back on track. Coconut water, some type of water that have electrolytes in it, is probably, and then you check your acid levels in your stomach as well, because that can have effect on you as well. Oh, Nisi, you say I pray this is it for me. I've been going through this for 10 years, girl. When I tell you, honey, baby, you have to be strong. You got to be strong every day to get up and push through what your body be going through at perimenopause. You really have to be strong. You said my daughter is a lab tech and I stay getting blood work. Yes. Try to get blood work at least every 6 months, especially when you're in perimenopause and menopause, because your hormones fluctuate and they go up and down, and so does your blood levels. So yeah, try to get your levels done when you're in push for it. Push your doctor to get labs at least every 6 months. And if his ass don't want to do it, then LabCorp, they have a thing where you don't need an order from your doctor. You can pay for some lab tests, and CBC and CMP panels, renal panels, stuff like that. You don't have to have an order. It might be a little costly and your insurance ain't going to pay for it because you don't have an order from your doctor, but you can pay for it out of pocket if you're serious about your health and you want to know what your potassium levels is. You want to know magnesium levels, you want to know your vitamin D, you know what I'm saying? You want to know your numbers for your renal panel, you know what I'm saying? Your lipid, your glucose. If you want to know that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Give a little money, put a little money out there on your health. Faith, I never knew this. What was that, Faith? 5 times? Oh, Rachel, lemon water. Something about lemon water make me feel nauseous. I don't know if it's just the ting in lemon, but they say it's good for you. Lemon and honey, it says really good for you, and lemon is good for you. But something about lemon, even if I drink lemon juice, something about lemons just make me feel a little bit more nauseous when I drink it. And I know a lot of people that actually put lemons and cucumbers in water overnight and drink a cup of it every morning. So that could be beneficial to some people. But y'all, I am about to get ready to get off here and fix me something to eat, snatch off my house clothes and put on my robe, baby. I'm jumping from my lounge clothes to my house robe. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So I am planning on coming back tomorrow to do another live. Hopefully I have an update, but tomorrow is Saturday, so I don't know how much update I can have on this this bus situation. But you're so welcome, She Be Super. Thank you for the entertaining and information. Yeah, I know I get tongue tied and trip over all my words. But thank you for joining me, She Be Super. And you have a good night too. Faithy said, all this about menopause, the sea mist, coconut water, all of it. Thanks, Des and Chat. I needed all of this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I think that we should have been more informed about menopause and perimenopause. Like, I don't know what the hell the world is thinking. Like, this need, if you don't know about this shit, you will be back and forth at the emergency room, like thinking you are about to like go any minute, like you about to go, like, and that shit is scary to just sit still and hear and feel your heart fluttering, just beating, just fluttering fast. And I have an O2 meter at home with me, and when I get heart palpitations, I stick my finger in there to see what my heart rate is. I think everybody should get one of them that's in perimenopause, because you want your heart level to maintain between 69 and I think maybe 78. Yeah. I think that's how fast you want your heart rate to be. But going through menopause, baby, that sucker would jump to 100. Your heart rate would jump. So yes, ma'am. Like, we need to have more chats about perimenopause. And I did tell a lot of my friends about groups I am on in Facebook, and that are perimenopause groups. Um Perimenopause, and regular menopause. I'm in groups in both of those groups, and that's how I learned about certain things, and that I wasn't going crazy and I wasn't sick and I wasn't about to die, be unalived. My time wasn't up yet. This is the things that some women go through, because I thought it was it for me. Hey, Rita. Girl, the brain fog. Oh my God. Like, you could just be like, you can get up and go walk to the kitchen, and I promise you be like, damn, what did I come here for? And you be like, oh no, I can't remember what, and it'll come to you, you know what I'm saying? Probably after you done sit down, like, damn, I went to did I get a bottle of water out the freezer? You don't went and did 1,000 things, but what you supposed to have got up for. So yes, the brain fog is off the chain. The names of the groups that's on Facebook, one is called I think it's um striving and thriving in perimenopause. And then there's another one, it's called Her Space Perimenopause. Yeah. I think I'm in like about 2 or 3 groups about perimenopause. And when I tell you, baby, you will learn some things in that group, and you be like, that is what's happening to me. Like, that is exactly the way that it is happening. How I feel, what is going on at the time it's happening, step by step. You will say, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy. Thank you, Rachel Ray, and you have a good night too. Yes, Rita, check it out, babe. Check it out. If you will be like, oh, there is a guy, like, oh my God, like, thank you. I ain't going crazy. My body is not leaving me. You know what I'm saying? It's not slipping away from me. Oh Lord, she said people, and I heard older, not older, but younger people say, I can't wait to be in perimenopause because you don't have no more periods, girl. When you in perimenopause, you're gonna wish you had a period, because as soon as your period start jumping around, all these fucking symptoms gonna come behind it, and they ain't gonna subside until you have a period. And once you have that period, your body gonna be so relieved. Be like so relieved. I promise you. I promise you. And as long as you have a period within a year, you're still in perimenopause. In order to not be in perimenopause, and I don't know how much of a fact this is, because these people ain't did no fact checks on this shit. I don't think they even studied perimenopause. But from what I'm hearing is that until you have a whole year without a menstrual cycle, you're in perimenopause. Now, when you go a whole full year without a period, then you are in full menopause, And you said you got 5 kids and you will say every name but the one I'm talking. Girl, my daughter, she be tripping with me. She be like, oh, okay, you forgot about that. Or blame that on menopause. You forgot about that. I be like, girl, if you don't go to hell and leave me alone, go straight to hell and leave me alone. But yeah, I am about to get off of here. I've been on here for 2 hours, and I want to thank everybody that came through and talked to me for a minute. Thank you, Knee Deep, for the $1.99 super sticker. Thank you, Lady J, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Sonia, for the $5 super sticker, and thank you, Jamaica, for the $2 super sticker. I do appreciate every last one of you guys. I will try to come back. No, I'm not gonna. I will be back on, because if I say that, then it's just like, no, I have to stick to it. I will be back on here tomorrow, and I want to say, because I got to go to the grocery store in the morning, so I want to say probably between 1 and 5, or it might be later, depending on who's already on live. So I am about to get off. Everybody have a safe and a good night. And I will see you guys later. Bye.